Today, I will explain beginner use of permissions inside of the business-based software. However, before you start adjusting permissions, there are 3 things you should understand first. Number 1, it is important to note that in order to adjust permissions, you must have grouping configuration access or be a system administrator. Number 2, it is helpful if you understand how teams function inside of your grouping. Number 3, you must understand how to enable and disable applications. I will provide articles explaining these prerequisite topics inside of the reference section at the bottom of this article. The first thing you are going to need to do is move your mouse over to the left-hand column and move it down under the category titled Settings, and then you're going to want to click on the application titled Teams. From there, you'll be brought to the Teams page, and in here you can view all of your groupings, teams, and users who are a part of those teams, as well as their roles within the team. So, for instance, let's take a look at the All Users team. I can see Bobbert Smith, Chelsea Smithers, Frank Hotz, and Tim Johnson, and they are all members. However, if I click on the System Administrator team, I can see that myself, Bobbert Smith, and Chelsea Smithers are in the administrator team. So by default, you will see the all users team first, which is everyone inside of your grouping. It is important to note that you can only change permissions of teams and you are unable to adjust permissions of individual users, and that is why you should divide the users of your grouping into teams. Some teams may have one individual user, such as Director of Accounting, and others may have multiple users. So the sales team down here has Bobbert and Chelsea. So if I would like to change the permissions of the all users team, I just need to move my mouse up to the right hand corner and click on the box here titled permissions, and then I'll be brought to the permissions page for the team all users. So everything I change in here will affect all users exclusively. And so for each of these applications, I can see there are 5 corresponding permission options I can choose from. So the first option is titled None. That means that the team will be unable to view, change, or delete anything inside of that application. Option 2 is titled View, and that means that the team can view that application and the contents inside of it. Option 3 is titled Change, and that means that the team can view, make edits, additions, and perform certain tasks inside of that application. Option 4 is titled Delete, and that means that the team can view, make changes, edits, additions, perform certain tasks, as well as delete certain contents inside of that application. And finally, the last level of permission is titled Admin, and that basically gives the team full access to that application. Let's look at Customer as an example. At this point, it is set to view, so all users will be able to view this application. So perhaps we don't want all of the users to be able to view customer information, and so I will click on None under Customer. So this means that the application will not even be so much as viewable to all users. I will do another example. Let's say, for instance, we want the management team to have higher level permissions over the management applications, such as acquisition, chart, report, and grading. However, we don't want them to be quite admins, so maybe we'll give them delete level permission. How we're going to do this is first go and find the management team, select the team, and move over and click on permissions, scroll down and look for the management application category, which is right here. So what we're going to do is click on delete, and now the management team has delete level permission access for all of the management applications. This is how you can successfully change permissions of teams inside of the business-based software.